Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Isn't that what they always do when they open the envelope? And the award for the hottest comedic couple of 2012 goes to Billy Crystal and Bette Midler.
Hello.
So nice to see you guys.
Well, that was nice and cheesy, I think.
Thank you. Cheese is us, Billy. What can I say? We tried to do it up right. So great to see you both.
Great to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. So in this new movie, which I watched last night, which I thought was really sweet and fun to watch, and great to see you both working together because I'm a big fan of both of you. But grandparents, wow, delighted or depressed?
Very distressed. He's good with it because he's a grandpa. Go ahead and talk.
I've got 3 and 2/3.
Right,
actually.
right. One on the way, right?
Yeah, in March. So that's how the movie started. Was Janice and I had the girls alone for 6 days. 6 days with little girls. On the 7th day, I rested and came in and started writing the story for what eventually became the movie. So that's how it happened, from a real thing.
And what about you, Bette? I know Sophie is what, 26 now.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to one day at some point being a grandmother?
I started hinting when she was 15. She never lets me forget it. You know, what kind of a mother are you? You know, she says things like that. But you know, it'll come when it comes.
Well, you know, as I mentioned, and as Billy mentioned, the movie is really about grandparents who come to stay with their grandchildren, and they're sort of the other grandparents.
Yeah.
They haven't spent a lot of time with the kids.
We haven't been good grandparents.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I would have been if you would only let me.
That's right. But anyway, but I think there are a lot of other things about this movie that strike a nerve about sort of the modern American family. And before we talk about all of those things, let's take a look at a clip from the movie when you're visiting your grandchildren. We'll take a look.
Your daughter.
Put her on speakerphone. Hi, Alice. What's going on?
We need someone to watch the kids, so I was wondering, would you want to?
We'd love to. Listen, I'm cooking dinner. I'll call you back in a little bit for the details.
She said yes.
As you can see, our daughter is the wonderful Marissa Tomei. She's a great actress. And yeah, we haven't been there in 10 months. I play a minor league baseball announcer whose whole life has been trying to get this one job. So he's traveled around the country, dragged everybody with him, pursuing his dream, and the dream's not going to happen. And he's just been fired when we see him. So he's not a happy guy when he has to go to Atlanta to babysit for these kids.
And I think what you find when you do go there, that the parenting styles of 2 generations are in sharp contrast.
Yes.
And I'm very interested in this because I've read a lot about sort of over-parenting and parents who, you know, helicopter parents and who overschedule and are very permissive. But that's really kind of the conflict in the movie, isn't it? I mean, it's a comedy, and yet it really does touch on some of these issues that we've been talking about now.
I think so, and I think the fact that you had those 2 teams of writers. One team was very young; they had young children. Then we had Babalu and Lowell, who were already grandparents. I think the idea that they brought all that information to the piece was really really helpful.
All the new things, all the new words. You know, use your words. Don't say this. Don't say that. You can't eat this. You can't eat that. If she says this, then you have to say that. And it drove you crazy. So you just don't want to hurt somebody, you know?
And right, and the, you know, you're frustrated. Your character Artie is frustrated because parents just don't say no. They, you know, are basically over-empowering their kids. We have another clip, I think, that very much illustrates this contrast between parenting styles. Let's take a look at that.
And there's another subject I'd like to discuss.
Sure, anything.
Your language.
Oh, he won't curse.
You see, there's a way that we talk to our kids. For instance, where you would say no, we would say, consider the consequences. Or where you would say don't, we would say, maybe you should try this. See, that way the child feels that he has value, he has worth, he's heard.
That's a way. I don't get it. he doesn't want to get it. He doesn't even want to be called Grandpa. He wants to be called Artie. To which Bette says, "What are you, my boyfriend now?" It's Diane and Artie, and then he learns to love these kids.
But what do you think about this whole notion, Bette? Because I think you raised Sophie at a time where this kind of parenting style was really
just coming into vogue.
Exactly.
Well, I had a foot in both camps. I mean, I could understand why parents would want to protect their children, and I also understood the old school way of parenting, because I was, raised. I think I turned out okay. I feel I'm ethical. I'm kind. I'm compassionate.